All right, so we up in here. I'm the Shock Exchange, of course, and this is Trump and the global economy. This is Trump and the GE. Trump threatens federal takeover of DC. And Donald Trump is on one. He's back as president. He's been radicalized. People poked him, they twisted him, they bent him, they called him by his name. They impeached him twice. They took him downtown several times for election interference, for sexual assault, for inciting a riot, and now he's back, and he's been radicalized. And he swore that when that these towards the end of his term and when he was out of office, that these riots that took place after George Floyd wouldn't happen again. That the looting that took place during the pandemic, um, Walmart, Target, and other major retailers was not going to happen again. He ran on a platform of law and order, and he's going to stick by it. And last week, one of his um staffers, one of his former staffers, they call him Big Balls. He's part of the Doge team that's supposed to help rationalize the government and government costs, was attacked by several youths, apparently black. A couple of teenagers have been arrested. The guy was attacking. Trump is vowing to strike back. He's saying this type of lawlessness in D.C. would not be allowed. He's threatening to close homeless encampments and bring law and order to D.C. and to take over and invoke a federal takeover of DC if he has to. This is what he had to say on Truth Social. Oh, I forgot they also took him off Twitter too. So got his own social media platform. So I'm trying to share my screen. Okay, here we go. So this is on Truth Social a few days ago. This is says crime in Washington D.C. is totally out of control. Local youths and gang members, some only 14, 15, 16 years old, are randomly attacking, mugging, maiming, and shooting innocent citizens at the same time knowing that they will almost immediately be released. They are not afraid of law enforcement because they know nothing ever happens to them, but it's going to happen now. The law in D.C. must be changed to prosecute these minors as adults and lock them up for a long time, starting at age 14. The most recent victim was beaten mercilessly by local thugs. This is referring to Big Balls. And Washington, D.C. must be safe, clean, and beautiful for all Americans, blah, blah, blah. If D.C. doesn't get his act together quickly, we will have no choice but to take federal control of the city and run the city like how it should be run and put criminals on notice that they're not going to get away with it anymore. Perhaps it should have been done a long time ago. Then this incredible young man and so many others would not have had to go through the halls of violent crime. If this continues, I'm going to exert my powers and federalize the city, make America great again. And so we know that the president doesn't make outer threats. He follows through on whatever he promises he makes. He's not out of threats. I think he will, if he has to, take over DC federally, whether he has to call in the National Guard or the military service. He's already closed the borders using federal troops to do that, and this fits with the narrative. It fits with his campaign platform of running on law and order and to make these urban areas safe, um, and to help rich people protect their property and protect themselves. There's been a lot of money printing over the past decade, and a lot of property gathered up by a small segment of society, and they want their property protected. And the president run a platform of law and order, and he's going to follow through with it. So, um, if this could be a flashpoint, we'll see what happens after this. But if there are other flashpoints, or I guess if the president doesn't think DC Mayor Muriel Bowser is following through on his order or adhering to his directive, then he could potentially take over DC federally, calling the troops and start moving people out. So um, that's the latest. That's Trump and the GE. Trump threatens federal takeover DC, and we'll see what happens from here. Thank you for listening. Thank you.